Hello and welcome back to the second episode of the Trench Mob podcast. Last week, wow, we were just blown away by some of the top talent that the Trench Mob has to offer. And this week, we are getting a chance to watch more. And we are also getting a chance to meet more of the members of the Trench Mob, which is exciting. And I, of course, am going to warm up to Mr. Jermaine. How do you say your last name? McClavin?
McClavin.
Sorry.
Everybody messes up.
I'm the best podcast host in the universe, but I can't pronounce shit. I apologize.
Everybody messes up. McClavin. Everybody calls Coach Mac, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you played at UAB, an awesome program. Awesome program. You guys got them back on track. They shut the program down. They came back strong.
Hey, y'all got lucky too this year.
Yeah, I know we did. Don't remind me.
y'all snuck past.
I can't remember your quarterback. They didn't. I don't know if that was the game. They didn't play your quarterback.
Man, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what difference got going on.
So that was the game. Okay. Yeah. I remember it vividly, and I was like, "What the hell? They're not playing their stud quarterback," and it didn't make sense to me. But wow! So you had a good career. You started in 2003, so you're right around our age, and you were a freshman All-American. Wow. That's incredible too. I wasn't all anything. I think I was all independent our last year, but wow, that's a freshman All-American. Very impressive. 6 sacks, 54 tackles as a freshman. That's pretty darn good. You went to Tennessee as a rookie free agent, and then you went up to Canada. I played up in Canada. You went to the good place in Canada, Montreal.
Montreal. I love it.
That's the best place. I was in the dumps. I was in Hamilton and Edmonton, and unless you're going to maybe,
it's not that bad. It's close to. I didn't
like Hamilton. I didn't like Hamilton. I got to go. I was there when Ricky Williams was there.
Oh, he was there then.
He was in Montreal. Yeah. And I it was just like complete night and day, the treatment that you got from Montreal and Toronto. Like, those were teams that had money and good squads and everything. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
You got to play there.
Good at Montreal.
Oh my God. Yeah. And you had 2 back-to-back Grey Cup championships in 2009, 2010. And I know it's tough as hell to pass rush up there because you're 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage?
A yard off.
A yard off, yeah.
Get off is key.
Yeah, so that's tough. And then you went, then you went to Hamilton, and wow. So you had a great career up in the CFL, and you won another Grey Cup with Saskatchewan in 2013, and then you played in Montreal in 2014. So you've been around the horn. Did you like the CFL?
I did. I love the fans. I love the game. It was
They're dedicated, right? Loyal.
Yeah. Once my goal was always to get back to the NFL, but things didn't work out.
But you can make a career up there. I mean, it's not as much.
I decided to make a career.
Yeah.
After my third year, I said, man, I decided to make a career, and I just fell in love with the city.
And that's the thing, yeah, because for the Americans, they're only allotted a certain amount, and they typically take the pass rushers. So you had it made, being a good pass rusher. That's awesome. And then my other guy down here, Jared, pleasure to meet you, also a member of the Trench Mob. And you've been doing it for how long would you say now?
I've been with Trench Mob since the top of the year. I've been training offensive linemen for the past 3 or 4 years now.
That's why I liked you, because you you're a certified strength and conditioning coach, and that shit's hard. That's one of the hardest tests in the world I've heard to pass. So getting certified for that, that's awesome. O-line for Georgia Tech and Vanderbilt. And you started all 12 games. You were a captain, all academic. So you're smarter than all of us. Wow. Yeah. And then 2020, the COVID year, you were rated as the 20th best undrafted free agent offensive tackle. Wow. In college, you could play all 5 positions. I was lucky to play one. And you played in, 2 really tough conferences, the ACC and the SEC. And it's great, man, that you're working with linemen from the youth level all the way up, and you've experienced it. UConn, we played both G-Tech and Vanderbilt. Which did you like better?
I definitely like Georgia Tech better.
Yeah.
I had a solid experience with Vanderbilt. Have a lot of guys that still my brothers to this day, but I definitely enjoyed my last year at Georgia Tech, and I'm still in Atlanta and
right.
Love Georgia Tech, love Atlanta.
Now, this probably outdates me. You weren't at Georgia Tech when they still ran the option, right?
No, I was there the first year with Jeff Collins, so the first year of the spread.
Okay. All right. So I'm not that far off. So you were around the area of Paul Johnson when they ran that triple option crap.
Yeah, so they were actually recruiting me in high school because I'm from New Jersey, and they were recruiting me in high school back when Johnson was there. Then ended up at Vanderbilt. Ironically, the first game that I played in was against Georgia Tech my redshirt freshman year. So it's kind of funny how things went full circle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it always happens. That's how we're here talking right now. Things going full circle. And then Julius, of course, the leader of the trench mob, you and Anthony as well. When the first tournament is the 23rd, it's in Miami, 10 a.m. What school's it at again?
So it's going to be down in Miami, Edison.
Edison.
Yeah. So
I got to make sure I put that in there. And it's battleofthetrenches.com. That's the website, right?
Yeah, they can go to battleofthetrenches.com or,
okay.
We got lots of stuff on social media. Trench
yes, you
USA,
do.
So
beautiful.
Or they can get the information to see about it.
So you've been primarily working with a lot of these kids right now in preparation for these, because the camps are nonstop, and it's going to be a whirlwind schedule. So you mentioned the schedule. Sunday is the big day you really work with them, and then you get them a couple times during the week. So Jared, I imagine you do a lot of the strength and conditioning. Do the guys lift during the week as well?
No, they don't.
Okay.
A lot of the guys will lift either at school or with private trainers. Then on Sunday, we start in the classroom, talk life, talk football, and then we get out on the field. Some days we do lift as well, just depending on how the weather.
And you work with Coach Jordan as well with the offensive line?
Yes, sir. Got
you. And God bless you. I mean, I can't believe you played all 5 positions, because I played arena football. And I was forced into playing center because we had so many injuries. Mm-hmm. And I played tackle, and everyone says that it's harder being outside than inside. I always struggled playing inside, guard and center, and I was fine at tackle. Center, I was a train wreck. But what was your favorite position on the O-line, would you say?
Definitely tackle. I definitely like tackle, like playing in space, being able to use my athleticism a little bit more. Yeah, that definitely was my favorite position.
Yeah, that's the one thing I did not have. I had zero athleticism. I said I was a glorified cone half the time. So that's good that you had that. And my man up top there who played McClevin. Is that right? Did I say it right?
Yeah, just say Coach. Just say Mac.
I can't say it right then. Coach Mac. Coach Mac. So you and Julius work with the D line, right? So on Sundays you'll take them and you'll work with them. You'll start with them, and then it's throughout the week. and then you progress, and then you get ready to go to camp.
Yep.
Okay. Julius, how do you guys like travel to camp? Is it the same? Is it a same day deal, or is it an overnight deal, or it kind of depends on where it is?
So yeah, it depends on where we're going.
Right.
Our first tournament
From Miami.
was in North Carolina in the end of January. So we just drove up. It was about 6 hours away. So we got a couple sprinters and took the guys up. And so we get there. We go on visits. We went to Duke first. Then we left Duke and went to University of Charlotte. Then we had NC State.
Right.
Yeah, but we were supposed to go to Wake Forest. I'm not being able to make it to Wake Forest because we ran out of time. But but definitely, man, it's good to get the kids on the road. So, and then we had another one in Atlanta last weekend. Of course, we didn't have to go anywhere because it was right here in Atlanta. But going down to Miami, it'll be a little bit different.
Right.
Miami is 10 hours away. So we do have kids that, won't fly because their parents don't want them to fly, or it may be another situation to why, they can't fly. So
Right.
We have those kids that we will rent a sprinter and we will drive some of the kids with us. And then there's other
That's
kids
awesome.
that'll fly down and they'll meet us down there.
Okay. So I just texted you the YouTube link if you want to get it out to your guys.
Okay.
And let's take a look at what we got here. Let's see what I downloaded. Okay. All right. So this is, let me see if I can get a bigger view.
Yeah. Mateo.
Okay. Can you guys see this okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is Mateo, correct? Mateo Wells?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Wow, he's 6 foot, 255, goes to Carrollton. What year is he?
So he is a rising senior.
Rising senior, okay. And he plays inside?
Yeah, he plays inside, guard, and center. Funny thing about this kid, he's at one of the top schools in Georgia, really one of the top schools in the country. Not sure if you heard of that kid that just went to Colorado. Juju plays quarterback, but he blocked for that guy. I believe he's been a 3-year starter, maybe going to be a 4-year starter. And I believe he was a freshman starter, but he's a great kid, great athlete, man. He's definitely a baller.
And he got some dog in him too. That's what I like. He got a little dog in him.
Oh, you got to.
Got some dog in him.
Now, Jared, I'm just asking you this because I coached offensive line. I always kind of like the narrower stance so they step into their width. Do you like a wider stance for your offensive linemen?
It's really dependent on
the kid,
the athlete.
Yeah.
So stance is something that's really individual. The way that I coach my guys and Jordan does as well is just making sure that guys are in the most efficient stance as possible, because it's all about just trying to put yourself in an effective position that can allow you to be explosive and powerful and move efficiently. And
that's what I like here, because I'm not a huge fan of wide stances, but this kid can bend. I like his knee bend. I like his hips. He's flexible. He's already got low pad level, and he's already got his hands ready to go.
Yep. He's very violent with his hands. He kind of reminds me of Willie Lampkin coming out of North Carolina this year.
I got you. Okay.
Both a little undersized, but powerful, quick guys who are very violent with their hands.
All right. Sorry. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, wow. What I really like here is he for being 6 feet tall, he gets great extension on his punch, right?
Mm-hmm. Plays
And
good length.
he keeps his base, he keeps his knee bend, and he really locks it down. I would never think he's 255. He looks much bigger.
Yeah, he's super strong in the weight room. He posted a video the other day. I think squatting damn near 600 pounds. The kid is strong, man.
It's a good job on the inside set. Wow. Hold the volume. Wow.
I like that one.
That's just embarrassing right there. That's just like he just says like shove it up your ass.
Go home.
I like that, man. You're right. He does have a little dog in him. Wow.
Yeah, he got a little dog in him.
Look at him. Goes right after him. He doesn't give a shit. Now he's coming out of a 3. Excellent set there, Coach. I like that he's protecting his inside. He takes his short set very nicely, gets his hands up, ready to go. And man, he really shocks with his punch. I always used to teach like your punch is your jab. And man, he knocks the hell out of people when he punches. But the set here is what really is impressive. Watching his footwork. Perfect. Pop, pop. Right there. And he doesn't, and he stops. And that's what I like the most is the patience. Mm-hmm. You let him come to you. Don't keep going. Don't overset. Let him come to you.
Yeah, he understands spacing and timing very well. Does a very good job with that.
That's another fuck you. Wow, there. This definitely got a dog in him. Just drop your nuts right in his face.
Yeah.
Man, talk shit to him.
Now this is excellent right here. Excellent right there. He sets outside. The guy tries to come back inside. What an excellent redirect. Excellent redirect. Coach, the way that I had always taught it on an inside move, I would teach it just dry block. Turn it into a dry block. Try to cave it all the way down. And that's exactly what he does. He caves this dude down.
Yep. Turn it into a run block, bury him so he doesn't want to hit that move again.
Take him where you want to go then.
God, man, he's good with his hands. He's really good with his hands. His footwork is excellent with his set. And I just love it. I love the attitude. I love the effort. I love the energy that this kid plays with.
He's special.
He could have held that kid for 10 seconds. That kid wasn't going anywhere for 10 seconds. Coach, I don't know how often you work on hand placement, but his hand placement is outstanding. He gets his hands inside every time.
Put that link in there.
All the money every time.
Shit on the kid bad.
I'll put it in.
Yeah. Okay.
The kid on the pants.
God, man.
Can
he snap it all?
Yeah.
Oh, he can. Okay. Perfect.
Yes,
Oh, you're saying he's naturally a center?
He's actually at center. I know it's kind of closed off, but he's at center. Actually,
Okay, good. Because he's just. That's just a great job, man. That's just a great job. That's a great job. And usually the centers are the ones on the offensive line that tend to be the liability that need help. And I always personally liked recruiting shorter centers. I don't like the centers who were 6'4", 6'5". I like centers 6 feet, 6'1", 6'2", because I think they need that leverage. And then I think with the run blocking, with all the combo blocking you're doing in zone, you got to be low and you got to be able to snap and step at the same time. And it's a lot harder than people think.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, them tall dudes, sometimes it's too tall to be them knees all the time. Hiking the ball, them short centers about 6'2", them stocky guys.
Exactly. So you're saying he plays at one of the top high schools in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
He had the best quarterback on his butt this year in the nation.
Well, I think he plays primarily guard at Carroll.
Okay.
Yeah, but he can play center as well. He's a dog, man. If he was a bit taller, I think he could even play. I've been watching this kid since he's been 10 years old, and I've been
working with him that long.
Yeah, for Trench Mob. Like I remember he was 10 years old and he was going to the FBU camps, and he was the only guys that were there were high school guys a lot of the times, and he's jumping in as a sixth grader,
He didn't give a shit. He's like, I'm coming.
And blocking guys that are damn near twice his size, man. He's a dog. Whoever gets this kid.
Does he play other sports?
I believe he wrestles.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. He looked like a wrestler, and that's so hard to do. So you think he is a wrestler?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if he wrestled this past season, but I know he definitely wrestled in the past.
Yeah, I've seen wrestlers, and that's why that's why I asked, because the way he plays, the intensity, the attitude, it's like a wrestler. And that's what I got excited. But Coach, man, this is a great job you're doing with him. Everything that he does, from his pass set, his hands, his footwork, his knee bend, I mean, it's all textbook. And then the attitude you can't teach. The attitude and effort.
He makes it easy, man. He makes it easy. He doesn't really say too much. Just comes in, goes to work, and does what he needs to do.
Yeah. So has he talked? Do you know if he's talking to any schools right now? Does he have any offers? Is anyone on him?
He got his first offer last week, actually.
Oh, good.
Let me look up the school. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's not super tall, right?
Yeah, so, I know. The size is going to hurt him.
Yeah, man. Every school we visited so far loves this kid. So,
yeah, I don't know how you can.
Yeah, man. So, like the coaches at NC State, Charlotte, like all these guys, love the kid, love the way he plays. So he's going to be a guy, I believe. He keeps going out each week, and on all of these trips, and he continues to prove himself. Yeah, he's definitely going to be undeniable, man. And sometimes it takes a little bit more for the guys that are vertically talented.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But I think he'll definitely, man. He goes out every. He's already proved himself, and on the circuit, he'll get a chance to go against 4 stars. Every tournament. Some 5 stars. And he keeps shutting these guys down.
That'll make some noise.
He deserves. Yeah.
So you think possibly the camp circuit, he's going to be going on all summer. Offers could come from that.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So it's not like when I played, it was, okay, we'll look at your first 3 senior tapes and make it evaluation. You don't think it'll get that far with him. You think he'll have something by the time a senior year starts.
Yeah, for sure, man. And awesome. What we do, awesome. We got 8 trips, that we're going on.
Yeah.
And then we got a big tournament coming up March 9th.
Yes.
Pylon is like, everybody's going to be there, all the top media, top teams from around the country. So he'll have plenty of times to prove himself, and I think, it's one of those deals where, you got GMs, you got presidents. It's easy for him to impress coaches, and I think he's going to be one of the guys that the GMs, the presidents, the guys, they like the guy that's 6'4", 6'5", just to be on the roster,
I've never been like that
now, and I think that they're definitely going to pull the trigger soon on a lot of different
how is he academically?
Oh, great kid, man.
Great in the classroom.
Perfect. Come from a great family, man. I've known his dad, and mom, for a while. I used to coach FBU every year, Top Gun, local camps. So I pretty much, watched this guy grow up, from a youngster, man. So I know he's definitely going to be successful. Just from the effort his parents, put in. They spend the money, to get him out there, get him seen. They've been training for a while, long before they met Jared and Coach Jordan. So, he's going to be a successful kid.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, he's really impressive. He's really, really impressive. Okay, so the next one, I believe it's Zayden Walters, 2026 O-line, D-line, 6'4", 330, Brookwood High School in Snellville, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Big Z.
All right, let me make sure this is the right one. Is that the right film?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this, wow, 6'4", 330, and he's wow, he's a junior. Jesus. I don't know what's in the water with you guys in Georgia. Oh. Good punch, good punch, good punch, good punch. Oh, he's on defense. Wow, he's just that's. Oh, this is the kid I watched last week. Okay.
Yep.
Wow, that is excellent. He's just running through people.
Yeah, he does what he wants.
Good with his rip.
He
He's
has
good
so
with
much
his hands.
potential to be even way better than that. Like he's not even.
So, do you see him as a defensive guy more than an offensive guy?
So he's getting recruited right now higher on offense.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, he got a handful of defensive offers in the last month. But,
Okay.
on offense, he's a 4-star.
Yeah.
And I think and what's happening is the school he goes to, they needed him primarily to play. He doesn't even play guard. He plays offensive tackle for his school.
They put him outside.
Yeah. So they run the ball a lot. They got a big time running back that's a high recruit as well. So, they need him to block for their prized possession, and he's so valuable to them that they don't really want to use him at defense.
They don't even use him on defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I believe if he was at a school that used him on defense, he would be just as highly recruited as a D tackle as an offensive guard, if not even higher, because he has more size. ACC offensive linemen, right? They want these guys to be 6'6", 6'7", and at 6'4".
Yeah, I know. It's
he's a
unrealistic.
big D tackle, but he's a smaller O lineman, for like ACC.
Yeah, Coach Mack. Do you think if he were at another school, if you were his coach, would you primarily play him defensively and not on offense?
See, me, I know the kid. I like what he do. I want him playing defense. I want him at nose guard.
No one's moving him.
Being a hellraiser, having a two-way go, because I feel no guard can block him one-on-one. No center can block him one-on-one.
I don't think so either.
Third and long, man. Please don't put this man at that. Man, he'll tear a center up. Head him over the center.
One man wrecking crew, man.
And. And he got so much potential because he's still raw.
He's a baby giraffe still. Yeah.
He's so raw. Now he's hands all over. He's not precise with his hands yet. But at tackle he's good, but he could be a better player at the defense side, in my opinion.
Yeah. I can see why they would want him on offense because of his athleticism, but he definitely can play. He can play whatever the hell he wants. He's so good with his hands. He's so good with his pad level. I like his stance. Jesus, he was going to throw that guy out of the bar.
And he's doing right there. He didn't even know the hump move. Like I didn't even teach him the hump move yet.
You didn't teach him the hump yet.
Out the club.
I've been really.
I
will. He's such a whoever gets this guy, they're going to get a great kid. He has come from a great family. His mom is really, really involved, in what we do. And and I've really been trying to pull the asshole out of him. You know what I mean?
He's a nice kid.
Yeah, he's physical. Don't get me wrong.
No, I know what you're saying.
He's definitely a dog. But he can throw people 5 yards if he really wanted to. Yeah.
You gotta get him.
I really want to get him.
You gotta bring it out of him.
Get that out of him, because once that comes out, he's going to play a lot more defense for his school this year, from top to his high school coaches. But man, he can, once he realizes what he truly is.
Once it clicks, the party's over.
I tell you, he remind me of, Devontae Wyatt.
Yeah, he doesn't remind you.
That's who he remind you of. But Devontae was more physical and nasty at this time, but he got out of Devontae athleticism.
He is Fletcher Cox. That played for the Eagles for a long time. He does a great job reading the pass sets.
He reads the pass set. If he's getting overset, he'll take the inside. If not, he stays in his lane outside. He's got good pad level. I love what you're doing with, the handwork, the chopping, the ripping. He gets the hands off him, and then when he needs to use his hands, party's over.
And the good thing about Zayden, man, is like he loves to work. Like he loves, let's be honest, he doesn't need to line up and do any moves. He can run through anybody who lines up in front of him.
Yeah, he can both.
He loves to work movements. We work,
which I like to see.
We work lifting top, double swipe, stab club. He's a technician. And he's still raw and still learning because he's still kind of new to playing D tackle. But man, oh man, like whoever gets this kid, man, I definitely will put him on the defensive side of the ball. I know me and Coach Mack are biased, but we're defensive guys.
Of course.
But definitely, man, I think he's a 5-star nose guard. How
long have you had him?
So we've had Zayden now for 2 years. 2 years.
Wow.
We got him. Yeah, we had him for 2. He was on the circuit with us last year and set the circuit on fire as a sophomore.
How much did he weigh?
Last year he might have been about 300, 310.
Oh, so he's really gotten bigger and stronger.
He's getting about 20 pounds.
Jared, I know you're an offensive guy. Do you? Is there film of him on offense? Does he take offensive reps too? I was just curious.
Yeah, no, he does. He does.
You work with him on offense?
We've been having him at defense these first few tournaments, just because we're pretty deep on the offensive side of the ball. And we also want him just to get work on the defensive side of the ball, get some tape, get some reps.
Yes.
But he does have a lot of tape on offense as well. He actually kicked out the tackle for us last weekend at this tournament. Because we need some help out there.
That's a whole defense. I don't think he lost a rep on offense either.
I got to tell you, that's really impressive. Julius, the handwork that you're teaching him is next level shit. The chop rip, the double swipe, the way he gets it, he'll chop and then get the rip right under it. He's good with the shake, getting guys off balance. And like you said, when you teach him the hump to throw the guys out of the club, he's going to be unstoppable.
Oh, yeah.
That's him at guard right there.
Oh, yeah. Jesus, Christmas. Oh, he should call the police. That's assault. That's assault.
That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
You got him angry there.
Yeah.
That's smart. That's so smart.
And that kid he's going against is a highly rated D tackle. And that's definitely not the regular D tackle you show up and block. That guy's he's a 4-star as well.
Now, Jared, is that something you teach? Like, if you notice that the guy's coming and he's basically burying himself, and you're getting a bull rush, take him to the ground.
Yeah. So with snatches and traps, it's all a feel thing. It's a reaction thing, right? So like a lot of guys make the mistake of predetermining it.
Right.
If you go into the rep, you predetermine a trap or a snatch, and that shit misses, you end up on top of the quarterback, and then you look like an idiot. But if you feel him off balance, you feel him leaning, his hips are behind him, snatch and put on the ground. But if you're going to do it, you got to do it right away. You can't
right
on the ground. You got to snatch him right now.
Right. Okay. So I see what you're saying. So it's more of a pre-snap read. If you see the forward lean that they're coming with a bull, snatch, pull them right to the ground. It's not like it can't be used as a counter.
No, I'm saying the opposite. So it is a counter. It is a counter.
Oh, it is a counter. Okay. It is a counter.
Based off a feel in the rep itself.
Got you. Okay. He shoves him after. I love it.
He's nasty at tackle. He's nasty now.
That's a great job right there. Yeah, I can see it because here, all right, he takes a short set, and then he's athletic enough to stop him on the wide rush, which is very, very hard to do.
Listen, man, I'm biased. But
like right here, most guys are beat.
He's the best player in the country to me, man. I don't know anybody that can play offense and defense at the level, that he can play it at. He could be, a high-rated guy, can play every position just like Coach Jared, And man, he's a stud, man. I don't know any other kid that I've seen that are better.
I agree with you. And like right here, he's beat. He got his shoulders turned. The guy got him on the outside move, and he's athletic enough to adjust. And he keeps his shoulders. He turns his shoulders, but he doesn't give ground.
Wow.
Which is real. I mean, that's just and he runs them by. Mm-hmm. That is so freaking impressive to be that good and to have that football savvy in your head to know.
You see it with his little time.
He gives up on him.
You think you got a little.
A big bag ass swing too.
Oh my God, Jesus! This kid, this is unbelievable. This is just unbelievable for a sophomore.
You like the O-line tape. You like the O-line
I'm
tape.
sorry, man. I'm an O-lineman at heart.
Yeah, you like that tape.
Well, I like.
Yeah, watch
it. It's so hard to Jared. I mean, it is so hard to teach the lineman to be able to redirect on those inside moves.
It's a skill.
And when you redirect and you don't get them upfield towards the quarterback and you're able to drive them past, that's a talent. That's a skill. Mm-hmm. So you and Coach Jordan are doing an excellent job working with these guys on their sets and how they're adjusting to the rush. Because it's not easy. It's definitely not easy, especially for a kid who's a junior to be doing this. That's outstanding. God,
that's big.
That's like stealing right there. And what I love, Coach Jared, is I do think he carries his hands a little wide, mm-hmm. but he's so patient with his punch, which I love. He times up his punch perfectly. So he doesn't lean. He doesn't get any forward body lean. He's still back. He's still got his base, good footwork, and then he brings his punch. Bam! Right there, it's done. It's done.
And I hate a patient
party's over.
I hate a patient lineman.
Patient, that's the best way to play.
Yeah, give me the whole aggressive, want to fight me on lineman. I don't need patient. It messed me up.
Well, it screws up defenders because if they get a good set on you, you get to them and you're like, what do I go with? Because he's already ready for me. So it's tough to get a good pass rush on a guy who's patient with their set.
And
he's elite, man. He does what I call he plays and one football. Where like he plays at whether he's a D tackle or he's an offensive tackle or offensive guard, he plays like an athlete. He plays offensive guard like a linebacker, where he's like jumping at guys and hand checking them or like a DB, to where he's super athletic, man, and he's violent and powerful as well, man.
Well, yeah, and for a kid his size to play at the pad level he plays at, I think is huge because he's got good knee bend. He doesn't play high, and even though he keeps his hand outside a little bit, he still times his punch up good, and then he's just like, "Fuck you, I'm throwing you to the ground, shove it up your ass." Wow, that's some good stuff. That's some good stuff right there. Let me just see him again on defense. Wow. He just bull, one arm stab, nice. Jesus. Oh. See, I would end up fighting someone if I was coaching and keeping score. Right? Because is there an independent scorekeeper or is it on one of the coaches? Do you guys all keep score?
Yes, they got scorekeepers at these events for sure.
Because I'd be like, I'd be pissed if they gave some of my reps away. Because he's clearly, he's there in 4 seconds. And he's great out of his Jesus. That's the one. Once he learns the hump move, that'll be over.
Yeah, it's over with. See you later.
So, what offers does he have currently? Because you said he just got some offers for defense.
Yeah, I know. He just got Wake Forest. He got
wow. Okay.
Penn State.
Yeah, he got a lot of offers, but he speaking for defense, he just got Wake Forest. He got Purdue. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Now, Julius, do they have contact with you guys?
Yeah, so we talk to coaches all the time.
They
man.
do talk to you. Good.
Yeah, so I was speaking with the coach from Florida State, with him, earlier, and Georgia Tech, I'm really cool with those coaches, and UGA. I talked to Coach Trey Scott about him, the D-line coach. So
that's awesome.
Definitely pushing him, man. Everybody knows about him on the offensive side. There isn't a school in the country that doesn't know about this kid as an offensive guard and tackle. But I think he's definitely going to blow up this year, on the defensive side of the ball as well.
Jared, I mean, you obviously have seen him both ways. Do you think ultimately he's going to have more success defensively than he will on offense?
I'm biased. I like him on offense.
I do. I'm biased too. I like him on offense. The only reason that is the athleticism, but
yeah.
I mean,
guys be more athletic on offense than
I think you could play him pretty much anywhere, and he's going to be fine. But he can fill so many needs for you defensively, which I kind of get. Jesus, that's so good.
And he ain't even lean back with it too to get him really off.
Yeah, these kids are just getting the fuck out the way.
No, I mean, but his
rip right now.
Yeah, his rip is so violent. It's over.
It's like a rhino running at you, man. You're gonna either take the pain or you're gonna move.
He got the Jalen Carter in him.
Now, because I know that you played in the CFL, Coach Mack. Do you? I know that when I coached, our D-line coach sometimes had our guys play back off the ball on pass rush downs. Is that something that you do at all, or no? Do you have them crowd the line?
I'd rather crowd the line. I'm trying to back off the line.
You want all that ball.
I'm trying to
get
you. Jump. I might beat you up with my get off. You might let a stand. Somebody run right around you. No, I want to. No.
Yeah. I think his theory was playing off the line would make the O-lineman have to play in space, and we were more athletic, so he thought we would win. But that's probably why he got fired. So it doesn't matter.
No, don't do that one.
He got fired. It's okay. Wow. I mean, that's just that. Wow. That's fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah,
now he's playing without a shirt. I see what you're talking about, Jared. With the snatch, he notices it right away when he comes buried, and then it's just over. He dumps him. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And guys who struggle with the bull rush, that changes them. That changes them from bull rushing very, very fast.
Yep.
Then you got a fucking bull rush. And then he shoves the dude afterwards. I love it.
And I'm not saying that's not just a regular D tackle. That kid's a 4-star as well. So that shows.
And that kid is a grown man. Like I saw him do the next reps against everybody else.
He's like 22. Okay. Well, this kid, like, he's got the D end has got really good speed. He's got some good moves. And this was the one I said before, his recovery I was most impressed with, because he's beaten with his set, but like there, he's done. Like most guys would rip and get low and just it'd be over. But he stays right with him speed wise, and he walls them off. And one arm just knocks the shit out of him. It's over. Runs him right by. That's a great job. Guys just give up. So like I don't know what to do. Like
what is it? Who else wants some of Debo?
Like Jesus, like this poor dude. I mean, he tries the inside rush. But he does nothing to kind of set up the outside. he's just outside wide, but he's tilted. You can kind of tell he's aiming inside, and he takes one step outside. He comes in. I mean, it's like stealing. It's a great job. Now he stays outside. Now he's got great extension. Great extension. Great extension. I mean, this kid is an absolute freaking stud.
He a real trench guy. Can play both sides of the ball.
Yeah. No, I think that he. I mean, I don't know if you're going to have enough weekends in the fall to go on visits for that kid, because he is something else. He is something else. Let me see what I got here. Okay.
Take a sip of water, man. See, I keep saying this red cup, man. I ain't got nothing in it for the viewers that think, hey, it's just water, man. It's just water. You know what I mean?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I'll say, speak for yourself.
Let me just get this.
What UConn gonna do this year, man? We play out again this year?
Oh, man, yeah. Y'all should have won.
Hey, we making a bet this year when we play y'all.
UAB you're talking about?
Yes, we play y'all this year. We're making a bet.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think we're coming to y'all town this year.
Yeah,
oh, I got you.
We should go to the game.
That's a good game to go to. Love to go, man. Let's set it up.
We need to check that out, man.
Look out what weekend it is.
You can go ahead and go to the game, man.
Set that up.
Okay, let me just see if I can get this.
No doubt,
extension.
If it's snowing, y'all might get us.
Get y'all if it ain't snowing.
If it's snowing, y'all might get us.
It wasn't snowing in the UAB.
Man, we have athletes for y'all too, man. We supposed to beat y'all.
It wasn't. He said if it snowed, they'll get us. It wasn't snowing in Alabama this year when we came to Birmingham.
Hey, we had y'all up too.
Y'all were with them by like 2 touchdowns.
You was up 2 touchdowns. I'm talking mess. I'm making memes about them and everything. Y'all quarterback got hurt. That's what happened. Y'all quarterback got hurt and y'all backup came in the school.
Yeah, slow that thing.
That's exactly what happened. Okay.
Yeah. I like Jim Moore though.
Yeah, he's doing good things. He turned that place around.
I mean, I like the UConn. Got some respect again, man. I used to have to put my head down sometimes. Well, back a few years ago.
Yeah, when y'all lost a thing on Delaware somewhere. Y'all lost somebody. It was somebody at D2 school.
We was getting beat up on, but not no more though.
No, UConn, they got new money too. I got that money. They got NIL. They got some money. UConn.
Hey, this Friday after the next, boy, Debo don't got out now. You looking for Craig now?
Y'all still independent? Or y'all in the?
No, we're independent. We're independent.
But y'all still play like in a lot of ACC teams.
Yeah, ACC.
Well, you know what's the thing? Conference called now?
AC.
American.
AC. Yeah, All American. Mm-hmm. The old Conference USA.
Let me see. What's his Twitter? Okay. I apologize. For some reason, the movie.
UConn basketball too good to be in that league.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the other guy. Guys we were going to talk about were Caden and Jalen Hillman. You know, so those guys, you know, they've been coined, you know, as the Mob Twins. So these guys, yeah, they go to Mill Creek.
Well, yeah, just let me apologize because I had to download something to be able to open this. I just want to make sure it opens here.
Okay. Now, but we can kind of talk about those guys as you're finding it, though. You know, those guys are very violent. You know, obviously it's intriguing because they're twins, so they're identical twins, so they look exactly alike. So, you know, I'll be honest, man. It's like when they're going, we can't tell who's who. You know, we don't know if it's if it's Caden or if it's Jalen, but they're both dogs, man, and you're gonna get the same thing out of both of these kids. I think these kids are gonna definitely make some noise on the recruiting circuit soon. They did a great job in these first 2 tournaments, so I'm really looking forward to going down to Miami in a couple of weeks and and seeing what these kids are gonna do, man. They're absolute studs.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with these twins.
Right.
Yeah,
no, I hear
violent.
you for sure.
That's something that a lot of young guys don't really understand, is being able to use their hands effectively in terms of timing and placement, but also just playing with violence. And both of them, they got a lot of power in their hands, and it helps them out with these reps.
Can you guys see this?
Yep.
Okay, now that's Roman. So that's another kid, man.
All right, let me rewind it. All right.
Yeah, so this is
Here we go.
Yeah, so this is Roman Dickerson.
Oh yeah,
Okay, this is Roman Dickerson.
Yeah,
you mentioned him
yes,
before.
so he got the nickname from the guys. They call him White Chocolate.
That's White Chocolate.
So,
White Chocolate.
Yeah, send the guy out.
Yeah, but he's a dog, man. He's a kid.
Wait a second. This kid's nickname's White Chocolate.
White Chocolate. They call him White Chocolate.
On defense.
Oh, okay. He's on defense. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
He looks like a big dude too.
So I think that's only one clip. There's a couple more.
No,
clips.
it is. I was just seeing it. He's a big dude. Okay.
Yeah, he got a motor too, man.
Yeah,
he got a motor. Use his hands. He's violent. Get off the ball quick.
6'3", 6'2", 6'3", 255. Excellent athlete, man. Guy that can really, really run. Very violent hands. Has great lean. Great usage. Great. Did you see this? His double swipe is very violent. Yeah.
And he can play inside, outside. He can play everything on D-line.
Yeah. Can you see what I'm seeing?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Can you see this video right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see it.
Oh.
Check my boy out. Check my boy out. Okay, White Chocolate. And he talking.
What year is he?
So he's a junior.
That's a good. That's a double hand swipe.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's a rising junior.
He's at like a smaller school, so he just hasn't quite been seen. He's not at like a Buford or a Grayson or a Carrollton or somebody that is really being highlighted. But he's another kid. I think as he keeps making noise on the circuit, man, and keep getting out there and showing what he can do, the offers are definitely going to come soon because he's a ball player.
Okay, so he's a kid. How long have you had him for?
So he's been with us for 2 years. This is his second year on the circuit. He came late last year. He did our last 2 tournaments last year. But he was kind of still, filling around. He's a natural defensive end.
That's really good right there. I mean, first of all, he looks like he's playing against a guy that's 22 years old. And he doesn't.
Listen, man, that kid. I believe that kid he's going against is a 4-star as well. Like
he would look like it.
Yeah, this team in the black, man, they're stacked with.
Yeah, I can see by the size of their asses across the board.
Man,
Jesus Christ.
This team is stacked, man. They got at least 6 guys, that are 6 or 7 guys. Really all of those guys on their team are highly recruited.
That move right there, boy.
That's just a great job. See, what's the best part is it's completely demoralizing. The dude just gives up on the play. That's when you just owned him. He's like, I just got beat by White Chocolate, and I'm giving up on the play.
And them the wins. I like the wins. We hit the bag with 2 hands. Them the real wins. I like right there. All that touching the bag with 1 hand. No, it's a real win in my eye. You touch it with 2 hands. And,
You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
So I know. So White Chocolate. I think it was one more clip I had sent you, but he didn't have a highlight tape because this tournament we only had 2 sets because they shut the tournament down early. So he didn't have a highlight tape because he didn't do the last tournament we just had in Atlanta. But we'll definitely have to go back over him, man, and send you his updated highlights.
Oh, I do have one more set on him. I'll show it after. So is this Xavier?
Yeah, X, man. Xavier Pfister.
X. Yeah. X. I like it.
Yes, man. Let's check X-Man out.
Long kid, man. Long, tall, long. Great lean, great power.
Oh, that's just dirty right there.
Yeah, he picked up his first offer from Miami of Ohio a couple weeks ago. So that was his first one, and many more to come.
That's a great one-arm stab. Let me see what you had.
He mastered that one-arm stab. That was my go-to move
240.
too. He don't figure that stab move out. That was my go-to move.
Listen, the one-arm stab. If you can do it, if you can do a long arm like that, that's exactly what you want.
You can do a lot. You can do a lot with the one-arm stab.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's an art.
You can do a lot with it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's a kid that's really grown a lot. I mean, just watching his growth from week to week has been really impressive. Just seeing how he has more of a plan each week, different moves, understanding what's going on. Like that rep right there is a perfect example. He understands when to move and why.
Boom. Wow. And Julius, the one in I'm not a defensive line guy. The key to the one-arm stab is the location, right? You got to get it in the sternum, the middle of the chest. Is that the aiming point you teach for, or do you teach like one of the breastplates?
Yeah, so I mean,
depending on the side.
Ideally, you want to catch them, right outside of that nipple, in between the nipple and the armpit, But I also teach it as temperature checking, man. So if you land inside, you can still use it as well. It's all about just staying keeping extension, and I teach that, hey, if the O-lineman stands high, you want to keep him high,
Exactly.
So, he's got that stab in there, man, and hey, drive his ass into the bag.
Now, eventually, do you teach like a rip off of it? You get him going back and then rip under?
Coach Mack just stated, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have loved for that rep to be cleaned, because nobody really cares about pressures as much as they care about sacks. But that's definitely. Man,
I mean, he took the guy back with it, the one-arm stab.
So this is how I teach. I think 1,000, 2,000.
That's really good.
1,000, 2,000, get off of it because offensive linemen are smart now.
We are.
They know your move, they're gonna break your wrist. All right.
Like Jerry said, they'll trap you.
He a stab guy. They see you reach out, they're gonna break your wrist. All right.
That's a great job, though. I mean, because what happens is the offensive lineman, he can't do anything with his hands. He gets such good extension. He's got such good hand placement. It's over.
But the stab starts with me, which you get off. Oh, there we go.
Wow. That's just embarrassing. I like it.
He's elite, man. He just his biggest thing was confidence. Now that he has confidence, he's a kid that can go out and beat anybody in the country.
And his tackle's a good tackle. See that boy?
I can see the ass on the tackle. He's got an ass the size of China. Yeah. So I see it because he has set up all these kids with his outside one-arm stab. Now he comes up under, chop, done, party over. Thanks for playing. Go home. God, he's really fucking good with that one-arm stab.
That's his move. That's his go-to.
That's his go-to.
And this is the question I had asked you last week.
Quick, though.
Yes, he does. And I asked Julius about this last week because it was something new I had seen with the defensive ends and a two-point stance with the outside foot up as opposed to the inside. Because when I played, the defensive ends would always have their inside foot up, and you guys coach it to have the outside foot up. And I can't. Your reasoning was because you wanted to get the inside foot for the first step.
Yeah, I like to keep, especially outside.
Yep.
Tackles are much different.
Yeah.
In 2025 than they were in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
The 2005 tackle, he wanted to attack you right away. And these guys in 2025, they're more coaches are going to the basketball court to find offensive tackles.
They want the athletes.
Yep. So they're not as strong. So they like to build. Right. So when I feel like when they see that inside foot first, it causes a pause. So now do I want to build? Do I want to absorb contact? So now it gives us more edge to work with,
It definitely does.
And then I can
see it right here.
up back in the day is because you had to drop in coverage more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right. That's true too.
So you can open up better. But now we ain't worried about that dropping stuff. We're gonna be going forward. All right, you know.
But yeah, I can see I don't like already with this offensive tackle with his kick slide. I can't stand when they pick their foot up that high off the ground.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you. Go that high.
Never do that.
You ain't have no power. I'm gonna catch you because the next step gonna be high. And I'm gonna take you right back. Let's see what.
That's a free coaching point right there. Don't kick like you're starting a motorcycle. Jesus.
Took him right back. Caught him with that foot in the air.
Oh, my favorite move.
And you saw how he did it off the stab, though?
Yeah, absolutely off the stab.
Off the stab with the spin.
I could never stop the inside spin move. He does a great job. Boom, boom, boom. Bah, hit it. God, he hit it so quick. I can't even see it.
Violence is the key.
And he hooked it. Look at the hook, though. Look at the hook, the little detail.
With the elbows, right?
Yeah, hook the elbow so he can't recover.
That's I remember that's what they were taught with the elbows. So they can't get the arm around. What bam, done. Thanks for playing.
Now that's
with the off arm. That's an amazing one arm chop.
Had a day out there, man.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Expert doing his thing, man. 6'4".
Wow.
240. He can play, man.
He can play inside and outside too.
He is just impressive. I can't believe he's 240. And he looks longer than he looks like he definitely has long arms.
Hey, that's my mini me right there, man. Right there. That's my mini me, man. He rushed like me, man.
Let me see if this was the one rep I missed.
I've been watching X-Play since 8th grade.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Man,
oh, I got you.
Yeah, he's a guy, man. Once his thing is confidence. Like he should be rated a lot higher than what he is. He just needs to be. He's a kid that we tried to get to run with us last year on the circuit, and he didn't for whatever reason. But I believe if he did, he would be doing even more than he's doing now. But he's definitely going to earn his respect. You know.
I got you. Yeah, his third clip was gone. Let me just see if this shows up.
I mean, I'm excited to see what X is gonna do for the rest of them.
Oh yeah, keep it up, man.
Rest of the tournaments.
Keep your momentum up.
Can you guys see this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is highlights like somebody huddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Roman Dickerson.
Yeah, he has a good huddle too. Yeah.
I just wanted to see. I got to see more. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my guy.
White chocolate, man.
That's real. There you go. So he played defensive end for his school, but he's more of a 3 technique for us.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Can you make that? Could you make that a full size?
Yeah.
Right, there we go.
Oh, fuck you!
Yeah,
wow.
Roman's a dog, man.
Well, I definitely like. He's a high motor guy. Jesus.
Yeah, he got a motor.
Mm-hmm.
He's a high motor guy, high effort guy, great with his hands, good explosion. Yeah, this kid, wow.
See ball, get ball. There we go.
I mean, he does it all.
He has places to go. He doesn't waste any time in movement. He gets there.
Jeez. What a good job getting a release off the tackle.
Hey, that was a 3-man rush.
No, I know. They're dropping 8, which is crazy.
You getting a sack on a 3-man rush is
getting a bunch
under.
You're getting a bunch of.
That's so great when you have a guy that has pocket awareness to know when you know that you're at the depth of the level of the quarterback, you know you got to come back underneath.
Yeah, he got
That's
football.
So hard to teach. Yes.
Man, if you and he's grew so much from last year. It's not even funny, man. Like last year, he was a good player last year, but this year, man, he really went out and
I'll tell you,
played some big ball, man.
This was excellent right here. This was excellent. He stays home.
Get your ass back outside. There you go.
He comes back outside and he makes the play.
Then make the play.
That's unbelievable. He didn't cheat. He didn't go flying down inside. He made the play. And I like white chocolate. I'm buying me some white. Buying me some white chocolate. Wow.
There we go.
I'm buying me some white chocolate.
There we go. Hey, he a football player.
Oh, we blocked the field goal.
He got the vertical too, man. Got the vertical going on. Yeah.
He a football player.
Wow.
That's Jay Watt in him.
No, I like it. I like it.
Somebody with a good football player in him.
Oh, he beat the double team, comes across. Nice job. God. It's deceptive because you wouldn't expect it from him if you just look at him. Then you see him come off the ball and he just annihilates people. Wow. Well, I mean, he's so good with his hands. Nobody can get their hands on him. Good job getting extension. Good job getting released.
Got nothing yet.
Oh man.
He does such a good job getting his hands up, getting extension, and then getting a release off of it.
I knew his tape was good. I didn't know it was this good.
Oh yeah, baller, man. Roman
This is a 3-man rush right here. That's a D corner. I'm getting
they're dropping 8 on everything. You know what? If I had these 3 rushing, I'd probably drop 8 too.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's playing. Jesus. He's playing a tough position. He's playing that 6-eye.
Yeah, I'm head up. I'm not like
inside the tackle. It looks like he's inside the tight end and the tackle. And for him to beat both of them on a combo block, I mean, that's impressive. This right here, boom. That's just like, wow. The tackle's got leverage on him. He blows right by him.
Yeah, he's another guy, man. He just needs to keep doing what he's doing now, man. They're gonna tell me, like, we've seen tons of guys like him, man, that are under recruited. And they just come out here on this circuit, man, and they go crazy. And next thing you know, they get, 20.
Well, you know what? It's because of guys like you, Coach Mack. I mean, Jared. I mean, it's guys that believe in them. Mm-hmm. And once they have that makes all the difference in the world. They haven't had guys who believe in them, and they get that confidence. That's excellent. They try the outside run. They try the outside run there. He does a great job getting separation, not giving – wow. Attacking the outside.
What's our guy that's at Furman right now?
Oh, Bruce.
Bruce. He remind me of Bruce.
Yeah, cool.
Attacking that's at Furman right now.
Yeah, Bruce.
Okay.
And petty tackle, nose guard.
Julius, how much does he weigh, this kid?
It's like 250, like 6'2", 250.
Okay, so he's got room to grow. I
think he'll be a bona fide 3 technique at the next level.
Yeah, I think he's a 3 technique too. I agree with you.
That's what we play him at 3 because he plays in for his school, but I see him as more of a 3. He's definitely going to be a mismatch. He's like Coach Mack said, a perfect comparison. Like he's not as big as J.J. Watt, though J.J. Watt is 6'6", but he's definitely.
Is this him playing tight end?
I believe he does play tight end as well.
Jeez. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Comes off the ball.
He's a dog.
Excellent job. Jeez.
He's not scared.
No, he's not. He's not scared. He's not scared. I mean, well, I have to say, those are some top prospects you got right there. And I mean, you have 55 kids. So, I mean, I don't even know how you showcase them all. I mean, when you go to these the tournaments, do you guys split up so everyone gets reps, or does everyone go together? I mean, how does it work?
So we'll typically so everybody doesn't travel, right?
So okay, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll typically have an A team and a B team.
Right.
So the A team, all the guys got to earn their way on the A team. And then the B team are the guys that are the second best guys. The second, best 15 guys. It's 12 to 15 guys per team, and then we'll have a middle school team, So it's definitely interesting, man. And we pride ourselves. We
God,
pride
you guys
ourselves on finding
built this
guys
up.
like Roman, guys
You
like
have,
this.
yeah.
I was telling somebody earlier, man, like I don't particularly like dealing with the guys that come in as 4 stars.
No, because they got attitudes. They already know
man, come in
everything.
as
They're
5 stars.
uncoachable.
Like they just don't fit in. We're more of
Yeah,
a bring your lunch pill, come to work
blue
every day type
collar.
of group. We're not gonna kiss anybody's ass.
Absolutely.
We're not gonna, your parents got to fit in as well. And that's the
Yes.
craziest thing. Like lots of
Yes.
these parents are unrealistic. It's once their kids are 4
Oh, I
stars,
know.
they feel like they should have a butler following them around. You know what I mean? So it's,
Oh, I know. I
so
know.
we pride
God.
ourselves, like we've seen tons of guys like X, like Roman, Dortch, come in here and go to work, Mateo, Jalen and Caden, Jalen and Caden Hillman, blow up, because they went to work. Another guy, Bo Omarie, who is a dog, and they get it, what we call out of the mud,
Yeah. Well, I give you so much credit, Coach Mack. And Julius, you're doing a great job on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, I'm seeing, like, I coached at Holy Cross Division I FBS. we didn't see defensive linemen that could do the stuff that you guys are doing. I mean, I know it's a different world down in Georgia, but you're teaching these kids next level techniques, the reads that they have, being able to read the offensive lineman set, the one arm stab, the way that kid is perfected it is unbelievable. Because he does have a long one arm and he gets perfect hand placement and the party's over. And then, the first guy who I also think should play offense, but he could play, you know what? He can play anywhere he wants. He can fill up the water. He can bring the bags out. It doesn't matter. I mean, he is a beast. He is athletic. He is a monster. But you don't see that type of talent up here. And I give you guys so much credit, Jared, Coach Mack, Coach Jordan, Julius, Anthony, your entire team. I mean, you guys have put together such a talented group of kids. And I know that they didn't come in this way. And I know that you grew them. And the biggest word that I throw around that I hate is culture, because I just think it's a buzzword that people use and don't really understand the meaning. You guys have a tremendous culture with the trench mob. And I think that you have everyone bought in, and everyone who works hard, and everyone who has confidence and believes in what you're teaching them. And that's what makes all the difference. They believe in their coaches more than anything. When you believe in your coaches, you trust your technique. You see that your technique that your coaches they're teaching you that it's working. It's only going to build more trust. So
trust is key, man. Trust is key.
Everything. It's everything.
I tell people all the time. I only played defensive end 1 year in high school. I thought I was a wide receiver. I thought I was a free safety wide receiver.
You're not wrong.
I got a new coach. He said, "Maybe we'll make some money. Put your hand in the dirt."
He said that to you.
He said, "Man, you're not no damn wide receiver, man. Put your hand in the dirt. You want to make some money."
So that's and it's stuff like that's just crazy how it happens. Jared, what's the biggest thing as you go into, the February 23rd camp? You and Coach Jordan are working on with the offensive line to get them ready to go as you travel to Miami.
I mean, the biggest thing is just learning from past reps. So Brett Maxey was the DB coach at Vanderbilt my freshman year, and one of his go-to lines was get some new material. Like don't keep making the same mistake.
That's true. That's a great line. I'm going to steal that. Get some new material. So you're okay. I get that. So you're trying to get them to work on different things so they're more versatile. And it's amazing. Like, do you try to make guys play different positions? Do you try to keep them at tackle, move them inside the guard, and just see how they can do?
We definitely mix and match guys, make sure they're playing both sides, playing different positions, because a lot of guys, that's what you have to do in college.
Yeah,
I
you
played
do.
left tackle all of high school, got to college, moved to right tackle, moved to left tackle, to guard, moved all over. So it's got something you got to get used to.
Yeah, no, it is for sure. And like I can't even imagine what your workouts are like. I mean, because I'm sure you do 5v5 in some of your workouts, right?
Yeah, every week.
Yeah, I would hate to see that. I mean, you guys probably kill each other because your kids play. I just haven't seen, and maybe just because I'm up north, I haven't seen kids play with that kind of passion and intensity up here. And that's the difference. I mean, you can tell these kids love the game. They give all their effort. They're high effort guys, high motor guys, and they're very, very well coached. They do as they're coached. And that's the hardest thing to do. That really is.
Big thing too, Steve, man, is these kids, they love each other, man. And
they do. That's it, because you built that. You built a
we
culture.
go on the road, man. The bond that these kids have, you know, we got one kid that got, that was injured, and the other 11 kids were ready to kill somebody. The other 14 kids, I mean, so it's like
that's my boy.
They fight for each other, and it shows. And even in practice, we make the guys stay up, right? Like we don't want the guys dumping each other. I mean, the only guy we can't get to stay up is a guy named Bo. You'll see his tape soon. Mario, he was born violent and doesn't know how to stay up. But definitely, man, these kids love each other, and that's the thing that we love the most.
And that's huge because you have kids from all different schools, all different families, all different socioeconomic backgrounds, but they all come together. And when they're with the trench mob, they're with the trench mob, and they love each other and they play for each other. Yeah. And you guys compete as a team. I know it's individual, but you guys truly compete as a team because you want to go out and win these competitions. You want to win these 5-on-5 tournaments. So I think that's really, really special. And I think you're building something here, and I think you're building a resume and a tremendous reputation for cultivating talent. And I'm probably going to walk to stores and punch Jim Mora because he needs to get down here and see some of these kids. Like,
yeah, Jim, what you doing, Jim? Man, we got the twins for you, Jim. Come on,
no, you don't have to tell me.
He tripping too.
It blows my mind that we have alumni like yourself, Dave Schumann, Matt Lawrence, Andre Dixon, that train top-level talent, and they're going to other schools. And we have a connection. And nobody makes a phone call. Nobody even, an email, something to say, hey, Julius, I hear you run the trench mob. You work with O&D linemen. Who do you got for us? Who do you recommend? And that just kills me that we have a pipeline to such talent and we don't use it. And I am going to make noise. Believe me, I am going to rattle some cages because this is just ridiculous. But credit to you guys. Incredible work. This show is gonna blow up because we got some major viewership last week. I think we're gonna have more this week. We'll post it. It's already up on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I'll post it on Instagram. All I ask, tell your guys to share it. I'll tag the guys that we watched. I'll put their stats in, and anyone who has interest in schools up here, any way that I can help, please let me know. If you have anyone interested in some of the Ivy League schools, anyone who wants to go to Syracuse, stuff like that. Well, you have Anthony Smith for that, but I will make sure all their information is up, all their contact info is up, and just share the podcast. We'll keep it growing because the trench mob is here to stay, and the trench mob is going to be on an ass kicking tour very soon. And
That's right. That's
I'm
right.
excited to see it. I'm excited to see it. But Jared, I commend you. I think you're doing a great job with the offensive guys and teaching them great technique stuff, great pass sets, great pad level, good hand placement, good punch. So things that are so important. And obviously Julius and Coach Mack, I haven't seen many defensive linemen who can one-arm stab like that. I haven't seen guys able to use their hands the way that your guys do and the high-level moves that they're capable of executing. It's not just they're throwing them out there, they're executing them and they're winning with them. So all the credit in the world to you guys. But this was a great episode. This was a great episode. You have so much talent, and I'm excited to continue to feature it. And we'll promote the camp in Miami. Everyone, it's battleofthetrenches.com. You can go there. Is that the best place to go to register for camp if they want to go to the camp?
Yeah, they can go there, register for camp, or they can get in touch with any of our coaches on social media. I think everybody has a great social media
presence.
Platform. You know, we got Trench Mob USA is the main page.
Yes.
We got Battle of the Trenches on IG and Twitter as well.
Yes.
So, anybody that wants to get involved, definitely reach out. We're always looking for sponsors as well. So if anybody, sees this show and, they want to be a part, and we'll definitely, give them some advertising, some signings, some, we can, get them recognized, on our gear, on our banners and things like that. So we'd love to get more people involved. And hey, if you're a college coach, man, come see our kids, man. Definitely.
No, we'll try to connect you with some alumni. Rennell Jump, I know he's down in Florida. He's one of my sponsors, and I think he would definitely be interested in sponsoring your group for sure. So I'll definitely look into that. And I will tell, we'll run this, we'll target, obviously Gwinnett County, but, we can also run it and target Miami to get kids down there to sign up. If you want, does it matter if kids in Miami sign up to go to the camp? Does that help you guys make money at all, or no? You're just you guys are going to this camp.
Yeah. So Coach Oye, actually, he's running the Miami camp.
Okay.
From a group called Stars Mentoring. But hey, but still send them there, man, because we all support each other. We have a coalition of teams.
You do, right?
We got Coach O down in Miami. We got Coach Cunningham in Ohio. We're in Atlanta. We got Coach Byron in Pittsburgh. We got Coach Chris out in California with Giant Skills Athletics. And we just all support each other, man.
You do, okay.
When we come together as well, Matt Lawrence and Amal Scott up north with 32 Sports and 12 Elite. We got a guy Jason Wamba who Dave actually introduced me to out of Jersey.
He did, yeah. He told me about that.
So he's now a part of us, and he's on the circuit.
Oh, good.
So
awesome.
Man. So we all push each other, man. That's what we build it so we can have a supporting cast. And when we do these tournaments, we can support each other and get each other out there. It's not just about Trench Mob kids. It's about all the kids on the circuit as a whole. We want to get all these guys recruited, so we can one day get on the road to go see these guys play each other.
No, absolutely. And especially since less and less freshmen are being taken because of the transfer portal, it's more important now than ever for an offensive and defensive lineman to get better, to learn from the best. If you're not with the Trench Mob, you're wasting your time. So we'll definitely focus on Gwinnett County, Atlanta, and showing this podcast there, marketing the Trench Mob. So hopefully we can get you some more players signed up, because they need to. It's a complete waste if they're not, because you get an opportunity to be coached by the best. But again, great episode, some great film. I love everything I'm seeing, and I thank you guys for coming on and doing this. And I think this is going to blow up and help. So for Coach Mack, Julius, trenches, Julius Williams, UConn guy, Jared, played every position. I that still blows me away. I was lucky to play right tackle and hold my own. If I got moved to the left side, I probably would have died. So I commend you on your talent for that. This has been the Trench Mob podcast, and you're seeing some of the best offensive and defensive line play in the country, in my opinion. So, again, we're going to be live every Friday night. Tune in to see what's coming next, to see who they have next, because you never know. I didn't think they were going to top the guys last week. They sure. I mean, they got guys everywhere.
We got some dogs coming up next week, too.
All right. They got more.
Yeah, we got some more.
All right. So, again, thank you. And remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them right back at life.